This case is normally empty. This case shouldn't store anything ideally. Most of this stuff should live in these cases. So everything is labeled with letters. So the stuff with A, what case does it go in?
A.
Case
The
A.
one with A, yes. This is how the things normally fit in here. So if you're trying to do a show and you need to fit everything in here. We have cables, sort of little adapter things. Those two batteries fit here. All the antennas go up here. Extension things, and then you can put a laptop, or in this case, it's the sun shade for the monitor. Okay. We can go into more of how to put this up later. Let's actually do the fun part. Check your camera has a battery in it. Realize that there's no battery.
What type of battery does it need?
A Sony FZ100.
Okay.
We have like 8 types of batteries that things use in comms. Here it is.
Nice.
This is a Sony FZ100. It fits in the FX3 and higher end A7 cameras. The normal batteries that's in the Sonys that y'all use are Sony FZ150s. Put the battery in, lock it. If needed, you can take off the door by pressing this lever, this little tab here. It pulls in, and then you can put the door back the opposite way. Ideally, don't use this FX3, use the FX3 with a cage on it, because when we get to the gimbal, it has a mount that's basically this screwed into it. So it has this type of adapter plate on the bottom of the cage.
You're talking about the other camera?
Yeah. Yeah. So on the other camera, you wouldn't need this because this is built into the cage. And then on the other camera, there's a plate. So pretend there's a plate that I'm grabbing out. Yeah. It slides onto this. So like if this is a plate, this would slide this way. And then this whole thing slides into the camera. Okay. Into the gimbal. Yeah. Currently we're missing that plate. This plate allows you to add the focus motors on the side. So for now, we'll use this plate, which is just longer. Sometimes it doesn't work well when you have lenses that go down further than the plate is, but it should work fine for this. So assembling the gimbal, you have your tripod, your little legs. This is the battery.
On top of
it screws on.
Okay, great.
It goes here. This thing is stored like this. It fits. Just to make room. Screw this on. This battery charges USB-C. This gimbal does not need this part on top of it to charge. The other smaller gimbals have a USB-C port here that you need to attach the battery to charge. So spread the legs. This only fits on one way. So just sort of align the metal contacts. Set it on, and then right now it's not fitting on. There's this little lever. You slide it to the open, push that button, and then you can lock it. And now it's cool, pretty solid. When I extend this to get it out, you sort of push that down, lock this, slide the top one.
Okay, so just those little
lock
buttons. Okay.
The gimbal, this one is smart enough that it will unlock itself when you power it on. But if you power it on now, it doesn't. The gimbal should be balanced, and its motors only turn the balanced item. This way is not balanced, so it's not like it would put itself into this position itself. Okay. So to attach this plate normally I do this, slide the other plate on. But since that plate somebody left on the cage, fun fact about that plate slid onto this thing, makes it so you could slide this off the gimbal and set it on some of those small rig tripods without having to change the plate.
That's great.
So if you're switching between gimbal and tripod a lot, you can do that, or just put this on the tripod. So we won't use that. We'll open up the bag and see if we have screws for it. There's no place to find screws around here if you don't have any. You just sort of have to look for them. So it should face, there's an arrow there that should face where the lens is. So now we slide this onto the gimbal. Make sure it's unlocked with this little lever. So now it's on. It won't fall off. Now we'll unlock this top one. Clearly it's going forward. That's not ideal. So it's still going forward. Right now, I can tell you it's way too top heavy. So what we'll do is we'll loosen this, slide this down a bit. We'll also pull this back.
All right, so it's just a game of figuring it out.
So right now, you're good at your height of this, where this up and down, because it's not just tilting down or tilting up. But you want it to be able to, so if I move it here, it stays there. So that's where moving it forward and backward does that. So it's like two different things with the same action. You can also spin this knob here to get really fine adjustments. So it sort of moves
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, I got it the wrong way. It's forward and back. You move it forward and back, so you want this pointing straight ahead. And then you lock this. And now you adjust this up and down to actually get it pointed. So right now it's sort of too much weight down. It's sort of like you definitely need to practice and like, so now it's pretty good. We can go a tad higher. So you may say, what happens if I need to get way too high? You'd use this ideally you'd use the other plate. Normally I just use the other plate generally. Because it makes it simple if I need to add a motor. But there's also this amazing contraption here, along with these weights. So now we're getting metric here. These are in grams.
Okay.
200 and 100 grams. You just guess which one to use. So this goes up here. Okay, so if this was our this is the camera setup, let's say.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go film with it. It works. I'll prove it. You press and hold the power button, and then it turns on. The power button's on this side. So
Awesome.
You'll press and hold it to turn on.
Yeah.
It does not like how balanced it is because it's shaking.
Yeah.
It shouldn't shake. So it says calibrate. You click calibrate, it's gonna shake in like all the positions. Oh, I know why. So we did something called not balancing all of it. I say we, it was me. So it locks it in this like weird position.
Yeah.
But we'll just move that here and this way. So now we're actually gonna finish balancing the camera. So now we pretty much balanced this position. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, it's sort of gonna move, but it's good enough generally. Now we're gonna unlock this. I should be able to turn it and it should stay. That's pretty well balanced. If it wasn't, you loosen this and we'll just make it bad. Yeah. There or there. It's like, that's awful. But like, you can see, I mean, it doesn't crash there, but it's clearly bad. Because of leverage, you sort of need to lift the arm this way to loosen the stress on it, to move it so you can sort of get a balance. So here it's too much. I'm gonna push it that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push it the other way. So now it's still sort of turning, so we'll go a tiny bit. And ideally lock it. You'll notice how it sort of tilts up and down when you lock it. That's because it's actually tightening it.
Okay.
All of these screws, if you're like, that's not tight enough, you can lift up on this, move the whole lever around, and then tighten it more. But you don't want to like tighten it so much.
Yeah.
You're purely just keeping it from sliding like that. Like you don't want to crack the fiber.
Yeah.
So now what I did is I locked this one. You lock it while you're balancing the other axes. Now we're gonna do this one. So that's why it's not liking it. Let me explain what I did. It was locked, I unlocked it, and then you tilt and see how it reacts. So what this is telling me, I need to push it that way more. Because you're basically finding the center of weight. If there's a point here, you need to find that point.
So right now, are there 4 total adjustments? This one, this one, this one, and back there?
Yep.
Okay.
So now it's slower. That means we have progress. So now we'll move it a bit more. So this is very not a like, hey, I have this cool shot. Let's set up the gimbal in 5 minutes and do it. It's a very patience is virtue. Okay. And that's good enough.
Yeah.
So now we can power it on and it not want to kill us.
Ooh.
Yay. Okay, it works.
It works.
In its mode right now, it's in PF mode, pan follow.
Okay.
I think. So it's gonna try to keep the camera at the center of this within reason. If you're moving slowly.
Within the handle? Okay.
But if you go like that, it's not gonna whip the camera like
it's
that.
gonna lag.
It's gonna lag. So that's fine for some stuff. So if you want really smooth stuff, you do that, and it's sort of going back. It's not like, it keeps it nice and it keeps it level. So you can run on a track like this.
Yeah.
Cue shot of me running with it.
Yeah, go on the
There's
track right
video
now.
of that. That's what we did for Pegasus. So right now, like, no matter what you do, within reason, I mean,
like a
there it's
chicken.
gonna freak out because it
Yeah.
doesn't like that.
Yeah, you don't want to like flip. You don't want
To
to.
recenter it. So if you're like, okay, this button, what it does, it lets you, generally with PF, let me switch it to this. PTF, pan tilt follow, it actually tilts the whole thing. So it's like,
Okay.
look at Lux there.
So does it just kind of guess where you want to look, or?
It keeps it as if it's like this the whole time. So it keeps it as if there's a camera here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But it's lagging the camera. So
Yeah.
I'm tilting here. I want it to eventually look there.
I get
I'm
that.
tilting here, eventually look
Yeah.
here. It's smoothing that looking. What the trigger does is if I do this, let's say I have it set to this angle. I press the trigger. I can now move it down. It keeps that angle.
Okay.
Or even if I was trying to walk, like instead, if you're walking sideways, you don't need to grab it like that. You can just grab this and instead of turning like this, you can turn, let go, and now it will adjust.
Okay.
To recenter it, double press,
Double press.
and if you double press again, maybe this one doesn't do it. I think the other one, it would turn around and face you.
Okay.
So there's a lot of modes, and then there's FPV, which is like crazy, like.
It just kind of does what it does, but smooth.
Well, I think it's meant for like, I don't really know,
Yeah.
but like you could have it like this. Let's say you're doing it on a gimbal. So you can spin
Yeah.
the whole thing, and if you weight your thing correctly, you can have it so the center of the spinning, like right now the center of the spinning is not really this, like the center of this
Yeah.
is not really this. So you, if you're watching a video, it'd move in an oval form. So ideally with all your weights and stuff, you would want it so like a line here would be the center of the lens.
Okay. How do we attach the silver weights?
Oh, yes, said silver weights. First, I'll go over adding the wireless, and because the wireless is why you need the silver
Okay,
weights.
yeah.
You put the battery on the handle for the gimbal so you can hold it like this. It's so that you can put a monitor here and use it like, we basically got it because it's what I think ESPN uses for their field football camera. This is like a suitcase handle. It clips onto the side rail. I wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. This is for the focus motor.
Yeah.
Screws onto the side of that piece on the other plate. And then you put the focus motor, which is here, on. And then that controller could control the focus motor. On focus, there's a ton of stuff. There's the LiDAR, and then a unit that goes with the LiDAR, so then you can control it and adjust focus points. That takes a lot more setup. So it's like doubling the time of setting up the gimbal. Normally I can set up the gimbal in about 45 minutes with the LiDAR on it. We won't go into that today.
Yeah.